Rubio's at 20%, Ted Cruz at 16%, Kasich at 10%. This as Rubio struggles to hold on to his home turf after a national strategy in courting party power brokers. The Wall Street Journal reports that Rubio opened his Florida campaign offices just a month ago, while Trump's operation has been in the state since November. And the Rubio campaign isn't airing a single television ad in Florida, relying on outside groups that only recently began spending millions of dollars there, attacking Trump and promoting the senator. In his hometown yesterday evening, Rubio held a rally in the end zone of an empty football arena. Now that's just, Joe, that's just, why would his campaign do that to him?
You know, I don't know. From what I understand, he's going to be talking to fundraisers over the next day or two. I've never understood this campaign. People have tried to say that it was personal with me. Again, I don't know Marco Rubio. I've never understood the logic of the Rubio campaign from the beginning. And Mike Barnicle, I've never understood the strategy. For me, it reminds me of what Churchill said of Russia. I don't have the quote exactly, but it's the Rubio campaign strategy has always been a mystery, a riddle wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in an enigma. What was their strategy? How were they going to move forward? What were their long-term plans? If they weren't going to have the ground game in Iowa, why didn't they have an aggressive ground game in New Hampshire? What were they going to do in South Carolina? What was their plan in Florida? What was their plan in the South? And you always got a lot of generalities. We're not going to tell you how many people we have in Iowa. We're not going to tell this, that, and the other. And now it seems to the end, there's no planning even till the end. Of course, I'm not crying crocodile tears here. But if I were his campaign manager, I would be protecting my candidate's image a hell of a lot better than that. I would not be putting him in an end zone to embarrass him so there could be all of those seats shown. And I sure as hell wouldn't have him staggering in to a 20-point loss in my candidate's home state. There has been sort of this there hasn't been a lot of forward thinking strategically for Marco Rubio's campaign, and it's befuddling to me even to the bitter end.
Well, Joe, I mean, Mark pointed it out an hour ago. I mean, Marco Rubio has lost complete control of his image. One of the more interesting subplots this campaign year, or these campaign months, last year and this year, at least to me, has been who has been thinking about running for president the longest? And it's clearly Donald Trump. He's been thinking about doing this for 10, 15 years. Marco Rubio has been thinking about doing it for, what, 2? And Rubio's planning and his thoughts about running for president are clearly rooted in personal ambition at the expense of organization, because we've seen it in Iowa, we've seen it in New Hampshire, and we're seeing it right now playing out in his, that's a pathetically sad picture of the empty end zone in his home state for a sitting United States senator.
It's a picture, Mike Barnicle, that should never have been taken because the event should have been moved somewhere else.
Yeah, or
could always
canceled.
Make a room look